Good morning. I'm Vinny and welcome to WOE News. How's everybody?
Good.
Today on WOE News, we'll have Kelly talking about current events, Corey on technology, Josh with supernatural events, and I'll be talking about natural disasters. And now we have Kelly talking about what's happening currently.
Thank you, Vinny. Hi, my name is Kelly Barrientos, and today I will be talking about a current event. Do you believe in predictions? Listen to this weird prediction. In 1989, Back to the Future Part 2 predicted that Chicago Cubs would win the World Series in 2015. It was close, but 1 year off. But here's the cool part. While Chicagoans in the Windy City and around the world jumped for joy, it would be understandable if Michael Lee were yawning. After all, he was a California high school graduate who told the world this would happen in his 1993 yearbook photo. Chicago fans are looking at a 1993 yearbook photo taken in Mission Viejo, California as a sign of good fortune. The unbelievable viral sensation began in 1993 when Lee chose his senior quote in the Mission Viejo High School yearbook. The Cubs last won a World Series in 1908, but in 1993, Michael Lee outrageously predicted a World Series win for the Chicago Cubs in his yearbook picture. Right here is his yearbook picture, and it says Chicago Cubs 2016 World Champions. You heard it here first. This yearbook was printed 23 years ago, but Lee said it actually came to him in a dream in 1983. I saw the words Chicago World Champions 2016 on the Wrigley Field sign, and I heard Harry Perry calling home runs, he said. Lee may have predicted it, but he actually forgot about it until his former classmate, Marcos Meza, reminded him. Marcos Meza posted a video of him going through the yearbook, and he featured this picture. Marcos said he had never forgotten about the prediction. Marcos said, when Lee and I connected on Facebook in 2009, I sent him the photo and told him we were nearing 2016. After that, Lee posted the photo of his prediction in 2015 on August 8th. Meza said, after my Dodgers lost, it was time for me to make this go viral and believe in the Cubs for 2016. Pictures of the yearbook quote have gone viral all over social media. Amazingly, Michael Lee's prophecy came true in 2006.
Thanks, Kelly. I can't believe that's happening right now. Now we have Corey talking about technology.
Thank you, Vinny. A Russian man broke into 3 internet companies in 2012 that has been indicated by a grand federal jury in Oakland, California. Yevgeny Alexandrovich Nikulin was arrested, age 29, was arrested while on vacation. Russians are accused of many things, but Nikulin has been arrested, and they are now examining whether to extradite, which means deport or deliver him to the U.S. He could possibly face over 30 years in jail with a fine of $1 million. But after 2 days, he has been released from jail by the Czech police, only 48 hours. The Note 7 has done incredible and massive damage to Samsung's profits and reputation. Greenpeace is asking Samsung for interrogating Samsung for not saying how they'll dispose the millions of Note 7s they recalled back and gave refunds for. Samsung has said we will re-examine every aspect of the device, including all hardware, software, manufacturing, and all overall battery structure. We will move as quickly as possible. We'll take the time needed to get the right answers. If the South Korean tech team chooses to dump them, it would equal about 28 toxic waste containers. This is bad for the environment and the animal ecosystem, but some but not all people know this. And this is the future of Note 7. If you want to buy stock in Apple, there's something you should know about. There's something you should know. Apple is paying another that's not Have you ever wondered why you can't sleep at night? Or why you keep tossing and turning in your bed? It's probably because of your cell phone. A hormone called melatonin induces tiredness. Electronic lights can delay melatonin release, which makes it more difficult to fall asleep. Scientists suggest turning off the cell phones or just turning down the brightness settings all the way. The lights that come from the cell phone are what delays the melatonin release. So it's a good idea to turn off your cell phone at night or just turn down the brightness. Now we'll have Vinny, which will be talking about natural disasters.
Thanks, Corey. Hi, my name is Vinny Polai. Today we'll be talking about natural disasters. We'll be talking about Hurricane Matthew, an earthquake in Italy, earthquake in Oklahoma, and flooding in Vietnam. And interesting fact, did you know that shouting cannot cause an avalanche? Well, now you do. On a serious note, natural disasters are the leading cause of death in the world, so watch out for them. Okay? We're going to start with Hurricane Matthew. Thankfully, Hurricane Matthew is no longer a hurricane. It's now a post-tropical cyclone. Post-tropical cyclone isn't as destructive as a hurricane, but it's still pretty destructive. Its effects are still being felt in North Carolina, though. 15,000 residents were trapped by floods. 8 were stuck on rooftops and had to be rescued by helicopters because they were trying to escape the massive storm. 500, in Haiti, 500 were killed and 3 are still missing. The food there was scarce and people died of cholera, which is a disease, because the water they were drinking was mixed with sewage water. So don't drink sewage water. Okay, so now we have a magnitude 5.0 earthquake in Italy. Thankfully, it wasn't as destructive as the others because it was only a 5.0, which is moderate. So it's 1.0 is the lowest, 10.0 is the strongest. So its epicenter was 10 kilometers deep. Although on October 30th, the 6.6 magnitude earthquake hit Rome, and several buildings were either destroyed or severely damaged. Historic buildings. So thankfully, there were no deaths reported. Scientists predict that there will be more earthquakes there because of all the earthquakes happening there. Those triggered a series of more earthquakes that will happen in the future. A little north of Rome in central Italy, there have been 3 major tremors that have also started a chain of other earthquakes that will happen in the future. Now in Oklahoma, there was an earthquake in Cushing. Cushing is a small town in Oklahoma with a 5.0 earthquake there too, so it was moderate. Thankfully, there weren't too many. No one was injured there. So an evacuation was prompted. Thankfully, no one was injured. So, and the Cushing High School classes were canceled that Monday because to check for damage, there was no damage. A gas leak and minor damage to buildings occurred. But the most important part was that the Cushing Tank Farm, which is one of the world's largest oil storage facilities, was right near the epicenter of the earthquake. If the earthquake epicenter was anywhere near there, catastrophic damage would have happened. On November 3rd, flooding in Vietnam caused the death of 15 people. The flooding was caused by torrential rainfall. The rainfall was caused by a tropical low pressure, and the cold, going from hot to cold. 6 are missing. The roads have been blocked. 200 houses have been damaged or destroyed. 12,000 acres of farmland were destroyed, and 40,000 cattle and other livestock were killed. The flooding has caused damage in 13 provinces. Thank you. And now we have Josh finally talking about supernatural news. Take it away, Josh.
Thanks, Ben. Is Bigfoot real? No one really knows. Some people think it's a hoax, and others fact. Bigfoot has grabbed the attention of everyone, people worldwide. The search for Bigfoot involves many people. They investigate sightings and report on them. The legend of Bigfoot goes back centuries. It is reported to be about 7 feet tall, and roams the mountains and the forests of America and Canada. People say it has a horrible smell. The creature is believed to be part man, part ape, and has a brown, reddish hair. It walks upright like a man. Bigfoot has been spotted in many parts of America and Canada, but mostly in the Pacific Northwest. There's been a lot of discussion on the truth of Bigfoot. There have been many documented sightings. Many have been proven just to be pranks, but what about those other ones? That's why there's still a search for Bigfoot. There are real organizations looking for Bigfoot. They are committed to finding the truth. For all those organizations to be real, there has to be something behind this. The main mission of these organizations is to find the truth. There are many types of evidence that can make Bigfoot seem either real or fake. That's the hard part. Eyewitness accounts and observations are the main issues. Some may be real, while others will be fake. There's an overwhelming amount of reports. This form of evidence can be disproven because people are sometimes mistaken what they see or they want attention. The most famous photo or visual evidence is the Patterson film. It's the truest evidence so far. One of the more compelling types of evidences are the giant footprints. They are about 16 to 18 inches long and 7 inches wide. Many of the footprints are a hoax. But again, what about the others that cannot be explained? Other types of evidence are blood, faces, and hair. They've never been proven true though. Mystery of Bigfoot still remains a mystery. There's no concluding evidence, and so far the search continues. There are still people searching. Every day they get closer and closer to the truth. So hopefully, one day we will have true proof. Now, is Bigfoot real? Thanks for tuning in. Back to you, Vinny.
Thanks, Josh. Now let's get into our fun news segment.
As most of you know, the curse has been broken. The Cubs have won the World Series after 108 years since the curse of the Billy Goat.
It all started because his goat wasn't allowed in the stadium. He exclaimed that the Cubs will never win unless the goat was in the field.
Or so he thought. Look at them 108 years later.
Pretty crazy, huh? But half you guys didn't know that. The other half either knew or just didn't care. I guess you could say the Cubs finally goat it right.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you in the next episode of
Whoa News.